Hannah says no.
If I said no, I wouldn't know how to back it up.
Does Hannah know how to back it up? Well, let's review something that we talked about. Oh, when was it? Like 8 minutes ago? Let's see if we can use any of that knowledge to solve this problem. Okay, do we see the key signature? What is this note?
A flat.
What is this note?
It's moving in
It's an augmented.
a augmented.
That is an augmented interval, so.
You can't do that.
Oh! God! So that is not acceptable, and we're gonna not do that because it feels like a lie. Okay, if I'm in the minor mode, that's what that is. So, okay, you might have heard some tales. It's like, oh, 6 chords, you double the third. When? When do you double the third in the 6th chord?
If it's preceded by 5, 7.
When it's a product of deception. When do you double the root? When it is a product of a fifths progression. What would go to 6 in a fifths progression? Okay, what's a fifths progression? It'd be like C to F to B to E to A to D to G to C. I just said it. So, what goes in a fifths progression? Would you like to hear one? Yes, please. There's one. Okay, so 7, 3. So what goes to 6? So when 3 goes to 6, we double the root because the goal of that progression is the root of 6, which is A. When we have deception, the goal is the tonic and the bass is deceiving us. How can you remember that? Everything goes to the tonic triad but the bass. Who sings bass? Men. What do men do? They lie. It's the bass that deceives us. So, deception in the minor mode. There's deception in the major mode. Now tell me whether I double the root or double the third in this major deception. Okay, this one.
C.
Sorry. Root or third? Okay, how about this one? Root. Thing is, it doesn't matter. You can't tell the difference. You just can't tell the difference. But in the minor mode, because of the illegality of the augmented second, why did they not want you to do augmented second? It was hard for the good folks in the church choir to sing. Okay? It didn't make sense to them. That leading tone needs to go to the tonic. Okay? So we are doing what we are learning about the common practice period. And the rules are not right or wrong, they're just according to that period. You know, we walk out of here, we can do whatever we want. Okay. So, never forget that you're teaching style period stuff. And through that, giving the students the framework and the groundwork to learn more stuff. Harder things. Now, so we've done seconds apart. What's left? Thirds and sixths. Thirds and sixths. Okay. Thirds and sixths. I'm not even going to write it on the board. Keep the two common tones. Now, what was special about this? Deception. Number one, we've got three things. Number two, the way we move 4 to 5 and the way we move 5 to 6 are different, aren't they? So deception, deceptive motion, deceptive cadence, all of that stuff is like an addendum to roots a second or a seventh apart. They are in fact a second apart, but it's they're really not the same thing, are they? They're really not. What does deceptive motion mean? When, tell me the definition. All right, we've already progressed to the point everyone imagines they're only going to give wrong answers.
When the dominant chord moves to something that's not one.
That's correct. Many of us thought, oh, when 5 moves to 6. What is the second most common deception? This is the bonus round. Do you want to take your 2 cents and go home, or do you want to go for the dime?
Is it 2?
Now you have nothing!
5 going to 4.
Close.
4, 6.
4, 6. See, it was rattling around there somewhere. I knew Lynn had heard it somewhere. When 5 moves to 4, 6.
The A is like the sonority.
Let's examine that. Dunk going to dunk. We're still going to that dunk, right? The dunk is the dunk. Okay, so when we go to 4, 6, what do you imagine that we double?
I mean, I would want to go with A, but
It's deception.
So it's not what you want it to
so
It is what you want it to be.
be. Wait.
so
What do we double in a deceptive cadence? We double the tonic. What do we double in this deceptive cadence? The tonic. Do we have this available? The tonic's right there. Well, that looks like parallel fifths, doesn't it? That's a problem.
Yes, it is.
That is a problem. Now, how do people solve this? Well,
Change the C to an F and change the F to a C.
well, this has to go here.
Oh, because
So we have to change this. This is 4, 6, I'm keeping it. This is 5, I'm gonna kinda keep it. What could I do that would change that from parallel fifths to oblique motion? Okay, I'll tell you. Make it a 5-7 chord. 5-7 to 4-6, isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that beautiful? This is why I get up and take a shower every morning, because of the beauty of this resolution. Isn't that nice? That's deceivingly. And ultimately, we still probably would want that F to move to there. Don't worry about that. The second most common deception is 4-6. That happens about 0.1% of deceptive cadences. All right. Isn't that about it? Oh, we didn't do roots a third or a sixth apart, and we have just enough time for that. Let's do a whole bunch of them. Okay? Voice, let's do keyboard style. Yay. Now, the only rule to number 3 is keep the common tones plural. Plural. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Right? Na, 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 na. Right? Na, 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 na. Right? And now we go 5, 7. Na, 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 na. Okay, I'm going to resolve this 5-7 chord as a complete 5-7 chord to complete or incomplete 1 chord. Do I have an option? Do I have options to the way this can resolve? Tell me the 2 ways this can resolve. Okay, I'll tell you.
Place the C, C, F.
It can do that, or it can do that. Why? Because the leading tone is not in the soprano, it may go down to form the complete 5-7, of complete 1 chord. Okay, we haven't gotten to the resolution of 5-7. We're gonna wait till Monday on that. So now we ought to be able to write correctly anything in root position. Yes? Now what doesn't work very well in root position is the 7 chord. Why? What do we never do? Double leading tone. So the 7 chord doesn't work very well in root position. We often see it in the first inversion position. In first inversion, we double the bass. Okay? Do know that you are blessed. But here's the thing. I don't bless people in class anymore because I had this girl in theory this year who, when she started sneezing, she wouldn't stop. She would sneeze like 60 times in a row. So you can't just bless all of that or gesundheit anything. And people, when it first happened, people kind of got a little laughy about it and stuff. But I just decided to ignore it and to just keep talking, although I have to raise my voice over the, it's like, and I don't laugh at her because it must really be a problem. I mean, it doesn't, she's of a type that she's not, she doesn't get embarrassed or apologize or anything about it. I just keep going and just try to, you know, not ignore it, but.
That when they start thinking, so I've taught 2 that do that. It's just over and over and over again.
What, the curse words?
No, this.
Yeah,
that's what they call me.
Or
You
rinse.
can compose a piece based on.
Huh?
You can compose a piece based on her sneezing.
You know, I'm just a little backed up with things right now. Oh, you know, if this were freshman theory, we would still have 45 more seconds of class. Have a wonderful weekend, and this is what I say to all of my students every Friday is don't drink and drive. I say that to everyone every week, and it's totally meaningless to them, but I want them to know that I care about their safety, and that is the easiest way to get in trouble as a college student, drinking and driving. Because of the high school student I am the man I am today. Because I was a terrible boy in high school.
We had a guy that graduated from last year who decided he was gonna get his second DUI and drive his truck into a ditch.